This is Scott from Scalpel Sydney Trader, and this is the trade of the day for January 2nd, 2025. Pretty incredible start to the year, the way these markets are trading. I've never in my 25 years of trading seen this kind of action as far as volatility, the week after Christmas into the new year. So this is pretty unprecedented, but taking full advantage. There are some incredible moves. Everything seems to be working now. You got to ride it out till it goes back to just chopping around. So today, a couple of the new trading strategies that I have fired off. You can see here this market moved up to this area where there were some MenthorQs GEX levels, and we had some sell ice here, and we have the new trade where my traditional entries are waiting for the volume event and then waiting for the move out for my regular position trading strategies, move out an ATR plus, and that's just the best way that I have deemed to trade these after watching tens of thousands of these things over the last 8 years. But there's certain situations where you can hop in right when you hear the event. We only have two of those. I only have two of those. They're called auto trade strategies, the SEXY GEXY and the TICKTOK. So the SEXY GEXYs when you come into MenthorQ levels or spot gamma levels. This one was MenthorQ, where you had both the whatever that is, the blind spot 2. Sorry, this chart's a little scrunched. Blind spot 2, and then the HVL 0 day to expiration. So you had both these levels here. The sell ice fired off. I jumped in immediately on this trade and the TICKTOK trade. So the TICKTOK trade is just looking for, they're waiting for a tick extreme. So you can see here, that was right here, and I have an alert where it fires off here. So if I hear the alert, so if it, I'm sorry, right here where it pops over, close to 1,000, I will sell on a setup, a size setup right in the middle of the zone as well. So, or buy if it's a down tick. So this was an uptick with sell ice, or I would have done the same thing if it was buy stops with a tick extreme. So anyway, tick extreme fired off. I got in the TICKTOK and the SEXY GEXY smack dab in the middle of the zone, and it did move a little higher. You can see it bounced off another GEX level. There was nothing up here, but I had that as more of a resistance security as well. So when you jump in these, the stops, the traditional stops where I'm forcing it to move an ATR plus out of the zone, but instead of entering here, I'm entering here. So you can see the difference. I mean, that's like 12-point difference for this trade set, right? For this auto trade strategy. So anyway, was in here, watch it chop around forever. Didn't do anything. Started to go, came back. Just couldn't get through this area, and this is why I placed my stop where I placed it to stay out of the algo nonsense. And then the market started to puke off. One of the main reasons here was this hero flow. So this didn't dictate my trade, but this can help you stay in trades when you see this. So the hero from spot gamma, you can see here moved over almost 3 billion, like 2.5 billion in minutes, right? So when you have that kind of flow, and you can see that flow alert too, something big hit the tape, and then these dealers have to turn around and hedge. So somebody sold a lot of options there. The dealers had to buy them. The dealers had to turn around and sell futures. So that was at least what started this move down, and then it just kept going. So my traditional exits, I got out of, so I'll get out of some of my trade, not all of it, until we hit major levels, but I got some, my areas are right here. We had a prior volume event. I always get out of there. I could have waited here a second for this to pop through, but I was just giddy since I sat on this thing for 40 minutes. Anyway, to get out of it, that is not all of them, but I got out of a third here.
Soybean ice Iceberg buys ES 200 for contracts.
This prior event, as well as other spot gamma, MenthorQ levels. So I got out of some there, and then wrote it down to the next area, next levels here, which was right at this put support, and this was also confluent with market profile composite low for this guy. So these are areas that I consistently get out of my contracts as the market makes money available to me at these areas. So I got out there, that was confluent with that. And then my final exit was I made it all the way down to the blue lug. And that was confluent with yet more MenthorQ levels and a spot gamma level. Actually, this one was here for my partial exit. Just more confluence. The more things you have in an area, the better, the better to get out or enter. this one went right through it because something bigger was happening, but I was fine with it, right? And then I got out of the final at these MenthorQ levels, confluent with Blue Lug. So an awesome trade. Most of the contracts I had on were, again, I got out of some there. That was a 20-point winner, but most of these were 50, 60-point winners for the rest of them. So awesome trade, instant, incredible trade for the new year. Take advantage of it because, when it's trading like this, you think it's always going to be like this, and then it dies, and then it feels like it's never going to pick up, and then this starts to happen again. So you got to trade these. You got to take advantage when you see this type of trade. So hopefully it continues into the new